Tank and Ryan.
Good fight.
Yeah, who wins? What do you think wins?
You gotta say Tank, but it's gonna
Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
Iron Mike Tyson has added his voice to the growing list of critics regarding the controversy surrounding the Gervonta Davis and Roach fight. The match, held on March 1st, has sparked widespread debate in the boxing world, with many professionals who consider themselves protectors of the sport calling out the referees, judges, and boxing organizations involved.
Cards. Judge at the ringside, Eric Marlinsky scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
Tyson specifically criticized the judges, questioning their judgment, and he also had concerns about the referee, Steve Willis. Tyson felt Willis was too confused to officiate such an important fight, pointing out that he had started the count but stopped it halfway through. Tyson's criticism then extended to the World Boxing Association and the New York State Athletic Commission, accusing them of having the power to overturn the judges' decisions. He suggested there was corruption at play, reflecting poorly on the current state of the sport, which he feels is filled with incompetent individuals, only adding to its problems.
I say Tank.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a good fight.
Yeah, does it go all 12 rounds?
Huh?
Does it go all 12
I
rounds?
don't think so 12. But it could. I doubt it.
Yeah.
The destructive momentum of Gervonta Tank Davis slowed down dramatically at the Barclays Center on Saturday night when Roach Jr. weathered his storm and managed to secure a majority draw. Nobody likes a draw, but if we fight again, I feel I could do more. Davis admitted during the post-fight press conference, "That was on me. I didn't step it up like I should have. I definitely could have done more. I'll be back in the gym next week. It's my fault."
Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaning with right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee.
You take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? That's a generous call from Roach.
Did he not take a knee?
Not take the mouthpiece, took him out.
And that's what I thought. Oh, here comes Davis. Davis exploding. And Roach took the shots and fired back some of his own. Short left hand from Roach. Counter right hand lands by the
30 knockouts under his belt, failed to land his signature power punches on Roach, who absorbed his blows and even backed him up. At one point in the 9th round, Davis appeared to take a knee following a body shot, but referee Steve Willis did not count it as a knockdown. Instead, he allowed Davis to retreat to his corner to tend to an eye injury caused by a hair chemical. Davis later clarified that the injury caused discomfort, but he didn't think it was enough to stop the fight. By not ruling it a knockdown, Willis allowed Davis to maintain valuable points, which ultimately played a crucial role in the final decision.
Going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that, but it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more. And I should have did more. I was lost in the I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need what is it called? Yeah, man.
Though Davis believed he had done enough to win on the scorecards, only one judge, Eric Marlinsky, scored the fight in his favor with a 115 to 113 score. The other two judges, Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman, scored the bout as a 114 to 114 draw. Feldman and Marlinsky had given Davis a 10 to 8 round in the 9th, despite the knee. Had it been ruled a knockdown, Roach would have likely won the fight. Honestly, I thought I won even without that. But the rules say if you take a knee, it's a knockdown, Roach said. If it had counted, I would have won. Roach also expressed frustration with referee Willis for stopping the count early. As the fight progressed, Roach felt that Davis was confident the decision would go in his favor.
I didn't know what round it was. Facts.
Tank, Eric Blum from DailyMail.com. First off, your coach just said, can you confirm, did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah. I ran water over it today, but I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring?
After hearing the 114 score read, Roach knew he had no chance of winning. Despite taking heavy hits from Davis, he appreciated the mutual respect between them. Good fight, Davis told Roach, recognizing his skill. It was a close, skillful fight, said Davis co-trainer Barry Hunter, acknowledging that Davis might have been distracted. Roach also noted that Davis' team was aware of his toughness. We always knew Lamont Roach wasn't an easy opponent. Davis, however, still felt confident in his performance and believed he had done enough to preserve his undefeated record.
Was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on?
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and like you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can get disqualified for all that, or when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how
Davis felt he had landed numerous punches and worn Roach down, stating that he dominated the final rounds on the scorecards. Roach's performance earned the respect of the 250 fans in attendance, making it the second highest grossing event at Barclays Center, only behind a Rolling Stones concert. While the victory would have set up an exciting showdown with WBC lightweight champion Shocker Stevenson, Davis found himself defending his eye injury after the crowd jeered at him. The atmosphere shifted in favor of Roach, who outperformed Davis in both total punches 112 to 103 and jabs 25 to 10.
Where to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
Roach, feeling confident, believed he had done enough to win the fight. I knew I had the skills to win against a very skilled opponent, Roach said. Despite Davis' power, Roach felt he could withstand the punches and was determined not to back down. Although Davis had hinted at needing a break and possibly retiring, he later expressed his desire for a rematch and was eager to get back in the gym. I've got at least 4 more fights in me, Davis said. Although he acknowledged the rematch might not happen this year, as he might face a different opponent first.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we take it?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Before the fight, Lamont Roach Sr. had told his son to be great, and afterward, he expressed immense pride in his son's performance. The conversation turned to Davis and comparisons to boxing legend Mike Tyson. Roy Jones Jr. noted that Davis was one of the most entertaining fighters in the ring and drew parallels between him and Tyson, citing their power and unpredictability. While Davis agreed with the comparison, he pointed out that their fighting styles were distinct, with Tyson being a brawler and himself identifying as a boxer-puncher. Davis further explained that although Tyson had incredible power, he felt his own style had additional layers that Tyson's didn't possess.
Tank want a rematch. Do you let me know now? Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he open to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. They said they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay. Cool.
I'd love for it to be in DC.
In response to the comparison, Davis explained that Tyson's fighting style was more aggressive and raw, whereas he considered himself a more calculated boxer-puncher. When asked whether he could knock out opponents faster than Tyson, Davis humbly acknowledged Tyson's immense power but believed that his own skill set, including versatility, was more complete. Tyson, on the other hand, acknowledged the similarities in their punching technique. He explained that both he and Davis share a similar stoutness to the ground, which allows them to deliver powerful punches, comparing their force to being shot like a bow and arrow. Tyson further praised Davis for becoming the face of boxing after his victory over Ryan Garcia, and remarked that Davis now had a massive fan following.
And he had some good qualities in it. He did some really good stuff. But the stuff that he did that represented me, I don't think people even picked up on it.
Like what kind of stuff?
It's the way he moved his head.
Yeah.
People don't know I crack my neck all the time.
Yeah, what was that about? You were always doing that.
Know what had happened when I had fought Bone Crusher Smith. He had hit me, and the next thing I don't know, I had a crick in my, I couldn't stop. My neck was messed up, so I had to go in to a chiropractor. I don't know what the heck was wrong with it.
Despite various opinions, no one can deny that Davis has the potential to make history. Davis, known for taking his time in the early rounds to find his opponent's weaknesses, eventually unleashes devastating power. His style often draws comparisons to Tyson, especially with the raw power Davis displays, which has even been said to rival heavyweights in sparring. Tyson, who was known for his ferocity and knockout power, had an undefeated record until his first loss to Buster Douglas. Like Tyson, Davis has been recognized for his ability to dominate with power, and the comparison continues to grow stronger.
Yeah. I like to go with Tank. You know, everyone's gonna go with Tank, you know. It would be a very interesting fight. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. He is boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat. To bring out the best in Shakur, you gotta pressure him like Tank. Tank will bring out the best of him, and we'll see a great fight. Tank is just a monster.
When asked about the comparisons to Davis, Tyson joked, saying that the only similarities might be their brushes with the law, but otherwise their styles were very different. Davis agreed with the comparison in some ways, but also emphasized that he had more skills than Tyson, especially in terms of technique and versatility.
What do you think about people comparing Tank Davis to you? What do you think about that?
Tank's a great fighter.
Okay. You think he's a great fighter? But what do you think about them comparing him to you? You're a legend, my friend.
Well, he had me one too, if he keeps fighting.
Davis is scheduled to defend his WBA lightweight title against Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st. At the press conference announcing the fight, Davis stunned the boxing world by revealing he plans to retire by the end of 2025. Tyson, who recently came out of a 15-year retirement to fight YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul, lost over 8 rounds in a lackluster match. After the fight, Davis suggested that he might step into the ring with Paul to avenge Tyson's defeat.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. You know, he's the top dog. There's no doubt about it. He showed that. At first, I thought Tank was just going to beat him in like 5 or 6 rounds. I don't know. We have to see now. I got caught up with the hype.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson faced off in Arlington, Texas, in what was billed as the fight of the decade. However, the bout didn't meet expectations. Although it lasted the full 8 rounds, Paul defeated Tyson fairly easily. In front of over 70,000 fans at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, many in the boxing world, including Davis, have expressed disappointment at the outcome, as Paul, a 27-year-old former YouTuber, seemed to have no trouble with the 58-year-old Tyson, who looked out of place in his first professional fight in nearly 2 decades. Tyson has always been an idol for fighters like Davis, who is one of the most feared names in boxing today, known for his precision and powerful punches.
Ted, you will forever be a legend. Whether you like it or not, it will never be another one. And I understand you so well. All this don't mean nothing.
Davis raised a rhetorical question, asking who told Mike Tyson to fight. In a recent interview, he acknowledged that Tyson's fight with Paul had tarnished his legacy, something that could never be fully replaced by the reported $20 million Tyson earned for the match. While the money was substantial, it paled in comparison to the sentimental value of Tyson's prime years, where he dominated the sport in the 1980s before his conviction in 1992. Despite that, Davis has always seen Tyson as an influence. Tyson's reputation may have taken a slight hit, but Davis feels that over time, Tyson's legacy will remain intact, especially after Tyson's personal health crisis, which led to significant weight loss and medical treatment.
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know I.
For Davis, the upcoming rematch with Lamont Roach is crucial to his career. This fight represents the toughest rivalry Davis has faced so far. The rematch offers Davis the chance to prove that his previous performance was just an off night, not a reflection of his skills or career trajectory.
In the Tyson fight, tell us, exactly why expound on that.
Because why would he even want to fight him? And who told Mike Tyson to fight anyway?
Do you think that it might have tarnished Mike's legacy in a way?
Yeah, they did. They definitely did.
After the fight, Davis apologized to his fans and promised to get back into training immediately. However, his planned retirement isn't likely to happen anytime soon, as his schedule has changed dramatically. He had hoped for rematches with Ryan Garcia, a clash with Vasyl Lomachenko, and possibly an exhibition with Jake Paul. Instead, he'll have to prioritize the rematch with Lamont Roach.
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure.
Davis' retirement seems increasingly unlikely as the year progresses. As for Roach, there's a sense of revenge fueling his motivation. While he technically didn't win, he feels robbed of what could have been the biggest victory of his career. Despite facing setbacks from other top lightweights like Hector Garcia, Ryan Garcia, Isaac Cruz, and Gamboa, Roach managed to halt Davis's winning streak temporarily. Now, he's determined to make that stop permanent and prove that his previous performance wasn't just a fluke, but a true showcase of his ability.
I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up, and I could have definitely did more. Just a lot going on, but again, it was myself, But you gotta go to the gym and get back to the drawing board.
Lamont Roach now has the chance to turn his draw into a victory, with revenge in mind. He believes he was wronged in an amateur match against Davis, which fuels his desire for a win this time around. This rematch is personal for Roach, and with the added motivation of proving himself, he's determined to emerge victorious. Fans of boxing can stay updated with the latest news by subscribing to the YouTube channel. For more exclusive content,